We got to respond tomorrow, honestly, and greatness and being a great team, you got to be consistent. And we did well today. We got to go do well tomorrow because they're gonna have a fire in them tomorrow. And then we got to do well Saturday. So it's all about that progression each day, just growing and getting better. And by Sunday we'll be ready to play these guys. Yeah, Saturday.
Too official, through the flag, blew the whistle, 3 words, too official.
It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in and rocking with me. New York Giants salute to all my New York Giant fans. That is locked in, man. Y'all see me. Come on, man. I had to bring the red alternate out real quick, man. I had to do it real quick. J Money, Jackson Dart, you are the reason for this, man. You can't be playing with my emotions like this. I don't know if y'all heard, but Jackson Dart took to social media, posted what looked like it was an AI picture of himself, Cam Scatterbo, Abdul Carter in the red alternates, and immediately Giant fans seen that and it was we see how clean that joint looked. And y'all know me, man. Y'all know I've been pushing to see us in these red jerseys, man. I gotta see it before God calls me home, man. We gotta do it one more time at least, man. I've been pushing for it. And so for Jackson Dart to throw that out there, I don't know what the reason was. He probably just thought it was a dope photo. But Giant fans like myself, we gonna reach and we gonna take any opportunity to push for these jerseys. So all in all, that inspired me. I had to bring the red alternate out. But that's neither here or there, man. We gotta get into today's action. New York Giant versus New York Jet joint practice, man. Yes, sir. I am not mad at it. I think this was a very good selection, man, because we are similar in ways, man. We are similar in ways, and all in all, you can count on the Jets, man, to give us good work. But let's dive into it. This did not practice today list, man, was a little concerning. I'm not going to hold y'all. Malik Neighbors, Jalin Hyatt, Drew Phillip, Cam Scatterbo, Trey Hawkins, and Evan Neal. I will say this, Malik Neighbors, Drew Phillips, I'm not really tripping on that too much. Malik Neighbors already spoke to the media and confirmed and said he's good. He's good. But there's a plan set in place already as to how he's going to be going forward. So I'm not really too worried about that. I mean, look, he's been incredible this all offseason. I'm not tripping. Drew Phillips got banged up in our last preseason showing. I think it was a shoulder injury, but all signs lead to it not being so serious. So I'm taking this just as a precautionary day of him just resting and recouping. Again, we know what we're getting out of Drew Phillips. He's had himself a good offseason thus far, so I'm not tripping on him. But these other names, Jalin Hyatt, Cam Scatterbo, Trey Hawkins, and Evan Neal, I ain't going to hold you. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that not one bit, because all in all, this is quality time right here. This is the time and point of the offseason, man, where you want to see names like this, man, getting in on the action. They already missed the preseason game versus the Bills, and so now you're missing joint action with the Jets. These are the guys that need to be here. Jalin Hyatt needs to be here. He needs all the reps that he can get. Cam Scatterbo, don't get it twisted. He is still a rookie. We are all looking forward to Cam Scatterbo. We all believe he is going to add to this offense, but he is still a rookie. He needs as much work as he can get, especially live action. We have yet to see him in live action. Trey Hawkins, we know about the depth in this cornerback room. We're going to be leaning on Trey Hawkins. He is not a name that can afford to miss out on these quality of reps. Evan Neal, yes, he's been having good days, but we need him in live action. We need to see him versus someone on the opposite side, someone outside of this team who is not wearing blue, man. So as far as those names is concerned, I don't like it. I really don't, but what can you do, man? Just got to play the waiting game, and we got to see what's what. I hope to get some of these guys, man, back in action very soon because we need it. We need all the work that we can get. Let's start here, man. Offense. It was a long day. It was a rough day for the New York Giant offense. I do want to add it was a long day for the New York Jets offense as well. That's right, man. Misery loves company. I'm bringing y'all down here with us. But, yeah, it was a long day for us, mainly up front, man, with this offensive line. It's funny. You praise them one day, and the next day, not so good. That's, of course, anytime you hear that from the offensive line, it's a little alarming. But I do want to make it be known, man. I do want to remind people that this defensive line that the New York Jets have is nothing to sleep on. It's nothing to sleep on. I was watching the Jets preseason game, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but Tufele, hey, he had himself a good preseason showing. To hear that Russell Wilson would have been sacked twice, from him, speaks to that. All in all, Darius Slayton was brought back to action. You definitely would have wanted to hear more production offensively, even without notable names. I know Jalen Hyatt is not there. No Malik Neighbors is not there. No Cam Scatterbo is not there. But you still want to hear a certain level of production offensively. And Russell Wilson did speak to it at the end of practice and said, look, man, we are in the lab, and there was some good work being done, man. A lot of learning curves that people were getting past. And it was a good day. So I'm going to take Russell Wilson's word from it, from that perspective. But definitely nothing too crazy. No major highlights. I will say at the end of practice, there was a red zone period, and we did shine there. Darius Slayton had him one. Devin Singletary had him one. And I forgot who else. But, yes, we did do our thing in the red zone period, which I do think, man, that is an element of this offense that, again, we upgraded in for sure. Especially with the tight ends that we have on this roster right now, we're going to definitely know how to get the ball in the end zone, man. So that is something to look forward to. Let's talk about this defense. Defense, complete difference. Complete different story talking about this defense, man. Brian Burns had himself a day. Javon Holland had himself a day. And, of course, A.R. Ab, a.k.a. Abdul Carter, had himself a day, man. Hey, I've been hearing, I want to speak to this, man. I've been seeing a few Giant fans, man, trying to slow the roll of other Giant fans that is, talking they shit about Abdul Carter, man. And I'm against that wholeheartedly. No, we know we got a gem. We know we have a special talent. Talk this shit. Talk your shit, man. Don't let nobody try to throw their PTSD waves onto you. Man, no. We on that type of time. All right? He was a high prospect when we drafted him. Then y'all wanted to see him on the NFL level. We got to OTAs and training camp. He was special then. Then y'all said, we got to see what he looks like when he has pads on. He bought pads on, was still looking exceptional. Then y'all said, we want to see what he looks like versus opposing teams. He got to the preseason game versus the Bills, and now versus the Jets, he is still looking just as special. What more do y'all need to see, man? It's okay to be confident in the gems that we have, man. We have one. Face it, we have one. So a guy like me, man, I'm going to definitely talk my shit, man. Shout out to Abdul Carter. I believe there's a such thing as taking it too far. Like, we ain't going to have you wearing Lawrence Taylor's number. We ain't going to be there with it. But best believe, man, when we have somebody who is showing us that he is ready to take over the league, we're going to have to say it with our chest out, for sure. So, don't get it twisted. Again, Brian Burns had himself a good day. Don't let Abdul Carter's success overshadow the fact that Brian Burns still can get after the quarterback, and he still has a bag that he can tap into, and he's still one of them guys. He is still one of them guys. Javon Holland, is good to see that he had himself a day. So defense, shout out to them. The only knock, and I know Giant fans, man, y'all love to hate to hear this. It's Deonte Banks, man. Deonte Banks had him a day struggling to guard Garrett Wilson, which not to really defend Deonte Banks, because all in all, I don't care who you line up against, we need production. But Garrett Wilson is a task. I'm curious to know why I didn't really hear too much about Paulson and Debo lined up against him. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Y'all on Deonte Banks' head, man, and this is one of the last things that Giant fans needed to hear. But all in all, we need better production, Deonte Banks. We need better production. That's all I could say, for sure. It was good seeing Dexter Lawrence, back on the field. And I want to end this, man, by saying this. The leadership that is on this team, I was listening to Russell Wilson, talk to the media after practice. I was listening to Dexter Lawrence talk to the media after practice. To listen to the leaders of this team, to listen to how focused, man, that they are. Again, we've been speaking about how we feel that the aura is throughout the locker room. And every day, man, it just is a confirmation. Every day it is confirmed. I love the things, man, that Dexter Lawrence was saying. They brought up Abdul Carter to Dexter Lawrence, and Dex was pretty much like, listen, we'll see. You know what I mean? I ain't going to hop on the praise wave because all in all, we still got to do it week one and so on. So I like that type of energy right there. That's that Black Mamba jobs not done energy that I definitely stand by. And you got to let the fans, you got to let us do all the talking. But again, I already spoke to this, but you got to let them, hold each other accountable. Make sure everybody is focused and humble and ready to rock when the season gets there, man. So I absolutely love the fact that, you got the young veteran and Dexter Lawrence, man, taking charge, the best defensive lineman in all of football right now. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. But that is that on that, man. Tomorrow will be another day of joint practice with the Jets. Again, just to piggyback off of something else that Dexter Lawrence spoke to. Let's add on top of today, which was a good day. Let's add on top of it, man. Let's put another good day on top of a good day, and let's whoop some ass Saturday. New York Giants salute to each and every one of you. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new to this channel and you are a Giant fan, especially if you are a Giant fan, man, go ahead and subscribe, man. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. I will holler at y'all, and until I holler at y'all, fee-fi, fo-fum. Peace.
AKA lion, AKA tiger, how we swinging iron, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Keep applying pressure to the foes, going closer than I pit, closer than my abyss. Keep away the giant hit.